Hey princess, hey trailblazer. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the basics of budgeting. Number one is to calculate your monthly expenses. Like set aside money that you're going to be spending on food, transport, your family, like the important things, your bills, your insurance and things like that. But if you're also like myself, set aside money for things that you love, things that that once in a while you're going to get tempted to do those things. So when you set aside money for that, it means that you're actually going to stay on budget as compared to not budgeting for it, and then at the end of the day you feel like you've betrayed yourself, you haven't done justice to your budget. So firstly and most importantly, pay your bills, your utilities, like everything that you use, the important things. But also set aside money for self-care. I recently bought myself a whole set of a cleansing journey, literally, like from the cleanser to a clay mask to shea butter. So that already sets my morning and evening routine and makes me feel like a queen every single morning and night. So set aside money for the things that matter, the things that make you happy. Number two, adjust your habits. It's so important that you don't spend money on things that are not important, that are not of value, especially in this moment. There is no need to have 3 pairs of the same kind of shoe, or to overspend on a dress that you can get in another shop at a lower cost. So cut on your costs, cut on your expenditures. This includes things like impulse buying. You see a dress, you want to buy a skirt, a short, new shoes, Air Force Ones, Jordans, the Kanye brand, you want to buy it, like you want to buy everything. Think long term. Think of the things that you want to do for yourself, for your children, for your future, not just thinking short term, which is like the now, because definitely right now you are going to buy that, and when you get home with those shoes, they may not give you so much satisfaction after you realize that you're not able to actually fully pay for your bills. So cut on that, adjust your habits, find places where you can buy the same products at cheaper or rather lower prices. Also avoid emotional spending, like you had a heartbreak and then you want to eat 10 kgs of chocolate or 20 liters of ice cream all on your own, or sometimes you buy it but you actually don't eat it. That is emotional spending. So try as much as you can to not do that. Emotional spending is also not just negative, but it's also positive. Like when you have this massive win and you go over above your budget to do the things that are, the big things, to chill with the big boys, but then at the end of the day, you're left in debt. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to stay out of debt, but also invest and build a legacy, build wealth, transgenerational wealth. Number 3 is to choose the budgeting plan that you want to use. We as the Trailblazers book club have actually been reading The Richest Man in Babylon, and the book advises that we save 10% of whatever our earnings are, and then the rest of the 90% we can use for day-to-day expenses for the month. And then there's the 50-30-20 way of budgeting, where it says 50% goes to expenses such as rent, food, taking care of your family and things like that. 30% goes to leisure, such as your hobbies, the things that you love to do. Like if it's myself, I love going out on purpose. I love to spend on purpose. Yes, I'm that girl who wants to eat in nice restaurants on purpose, whether to rejuvenate myself by myself, or to go out with someone, have a good conversation that could change the trajectory of both of our lives. 20% goes to saving or to clearing your debt. So 20%, so that's 50, 20, 30. So 50% your expenses, 30 leisure, 20 actually goes to savings. The other method that you can also use is the envelope system, where you set aside money, like we said, for church. If you go to church, for church, maybe you can say tithe offering, your family, your health, those are all envelopes that and you're left with $0 that's outside of those envelopes, even if one of the envelopes includes leisure, such that when you finish the money in that envelope, you can't spend more, like there is no more for you to actually spend. And even if you have an envelope for savings, you cannot touch the envelope for savings. So the envelope system only allows you to spend as much as the envelope limits. Number 4 is to leave the plan that you choose. If you have chosen that you're going to be budgeting, actually live that way. Adjust your expenses, adjust your lifestyle. You're not living for anybody but for yourself. Remember the long-term goal, not the short-term satisfaction or gratification. Have self-discipline. Look after your finances. Control your finances. Be in charge. Let them serve you, but also allow yourself to save some so that you can be able to invest. And investment is always good for your future self who's going to get tired of working at some point, as well as for your children. So I hope that this budgeting tips actually helped you, and just comment in the comment section what budgeting method from the ones that I mentioned that you're actually going to use. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. I hope that this month and in the coming months in the future, you will actually budget, stick to your budget, and that way I am convinced that we will trailblaze. We will be able to sow and seed into the mega visions that we have, but we will start small and expand and grow with time. I love you so much. Bye.